In this video we will walk you through the process of connecting to AWPCM. You must connect with VPN, Global Protect, VDI or be directly plugged into the network with a network cord before attempting to connect to AWPCM. Open the browser, click on the AWPCM link and you will be prompted to send a code from Okta for SMS authentication. Here I am connecting to the dev environment. Click on Send a Code. Now look on your device, cell phone or tablet, for an SMS message with code. Enter the code on the screen and click on Verify button. You will then be connected to AWPCM and the dashboard should be displayed. What you see on the AWPCM dashboard is determined by the roles that you have been granted. In this first video, we will introduce the home page, keywords that describe the areas on each screen and review some basic navigation. When you log on to the system, the application opens on the dashboard. Dashboard is also referred to as the home page. The application displays the top main banner or menu bar at the top of every web page in the system. The buttons and menus on this bar help you to move quickly through the system to visit the pages and components you use most often. This banner has several functions. If you are somewhere within the system and need to return to the dashboard, click on the Home button on the menu bar. The Home button down arrow enables you to select different roles. Certain tasks can only be completed by certain roles. If a task is unable to be completed, ensure the correct role is selected. To select your role, click the Role Selector drop-down arrow attached to the Home button and select the desired role from the drop-down. We are using the Inspector role for this demo. Next to the Home button is the Previous button or the System's Back button. If you press the down arrow, you may select which section you want to navigate back to. Do not use the browser back button as this will cause problems and you will need to refresh your screen. Next to the Previous button is the My Pages button. Here you may bookmark pages that you frequently visit. Icons on the right top main banner are small images throughout the system that either convey information or can be clicked to perform an action. For example, Global Actions arrow when clicked on enables users to select global actions such as generating reports or executing systems processes. The next icon is the Help button. The System Help is generic to the tool and can help with basic data entry. You can either type what you are looking for in the search box on the top right corner or choose options from the window on the left. Check it out, it can be quite handy. And, once you have saved all work, you may log out of the system by depressing the Log Off button. Quick links are displayed in blue text below the menu bar and above the web page title. These links allow you to quickly jump to other related application pages. Quick links change based on the role, module, and component area you are working in. The dashboard contains one or more components. Components are equivalent to a web page or section of a web page. Each component is identified by a title set within a blue header bar. The components you see on your dashboard are those that match the specific areas of responsibility assigned to your active role. Each component provides access to the information and processes required for your role. This is the Component Actions drop-down button. The items in the menu are dependent on the component that is selected. This option is also available at the role level and is called the Row Actions. Hypertext links can be located anywhere on an application component or web page, and are identified by the light blue smaller text. When clicked, a link takes you to another component or page. For example, the construction banner is the header for all the primary construction functions. Once an primary function is selected, an overview screen appears that aids in selecting the items you wish to process. For example, let us look at the Daily Work Reports hyperlink under the construction component. Once clicked, an overview screen appears that aids in selecting the items you wish to process. There are filters available which will help you get a result set or list that you are looking for. And that is intended to provide an equivalent online report function. In this case, you can filter by inspector last name or DWR status or state project number. Or you can also type in the quick find search box to filter the list. You can clear the filter by using the eraser icon on the right side of the search box. You can enter another search criteria or click on Show First 10 to see the result set. You can also expand or collapse the panel by clicking on this arrow button. As you can see, there is a Components Action drop-down menu and Row Actions drop-down menu. The items in the menu are dependent on the component or row that is selected. If you hover your mouse over an element, a tooltip is displayed which gives you a short description about the element. When one of the hyperlinks is selected from the result set, the summary screen shows up which provides the details which are available for edit. There are three main areas: navigation tabs, information or data fields, save button, and component or row actions drop-downs. The navigation tabs each have a different set of information or data. The information or data fields display for user input. Some display fields are date and time fields with a calendar button next to the field. Autocomplete fields that automatically display a filtered list of fields based on the first few letters you type into the field. Drop-down list boxes. Text fields. Numeric fields. Non-editable fields which displays information without a text box. Checkboxes, etc. If a change is made, a banner is displayed on the top reminding you that there are unsaved changes. The Save button becomes active only after a change is made in the component. And a Save Complete banner is shown after a successful save. In this video we will walk you through the process for selecting or switching user roles. A user role is a name associated with a collection of security access rights to the information contained in system components. All users of the system are assigned at least one security role. Many users have multiple roles, but you can only use one role at a time. You are always limited to the security access rights of your active role. To see which of your roles is currently active, click the down arrow on the Home button on the menu bar. The Home menu lists all of the roles that are currently assigned to you in alphabetical order. Your active or current role appears in bold with a check mark beside it. You can switch your active role at any time by clicking another role on the Home menu. By selecting a different role, your permissions and security access are changed to reflect the areas you need to access to perform your duties in the new role. When you switch roles, the system continues to display the component where you were working unless the new role does not have appropriate security rights, in which case the system takes you to the dashboard. In this video we will walk you through the process of creating advanced filters and sorts. Every system component that contains a quick find search box provides an advanced filter link. Advanced filters allow you to create and save custom sorts and filters that search on multiple criteria. You can save sorts and filters permanently for reuse anytime you visit the component. Sorts and filters are associated only with the component on which they are built, unless the agency-wide setting is selected, and these are only available for the user who created them. Sorts and filters can be based on visible and hidden fields from the entity associated with the component, and on fields that are visible on the component but are from other entities. When you select the Advanced Filter option on most components, the system displays the Advanced Filter overlay with 3 sections titled Filters, Sort, and Apply Settings. To create a filter, click the down arrow in the field below the filter's header, and select the field you want to use for the filter. The system displays a list of operators appropriate for the selection, and a field for where you can enter the value you want to match. Depending on the field you are filtering, this may be a text box, a checkbox, or a date field. Click the down arrow and select the operator you want to use to narrow your filter. Depending on the field selected, operators can include contains, does not contain, begins with, is equal to, is not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, is blank, is not blank, etc. Enter the value you are trying to match or want to use as a delimiter. If it is a text box, the filter is not case sensitive. You can create multiple clauses in your filter. To add a second clause, select an or to join the first clause with the second. Then enter column, operator, and value as before. When multiple filter clauses are joined using the and or operators, the system follows the standard order of operations where and has precedence over or. To remove a clause from the filter, click the delete button to the right of the clause. Now let us look at the steps to sort a list. Click the sort arrow to select the field you want to use for the sort. The list will sort on the field in ascending order by default. If you want to sort in a descending order, select the Sort Descending checkbox. You can add more than one sorting criterion by selecting a second field. For example, you can have the change order items sorted first by created date, then by item ID. In this case, the system first sorts items by the date they were created, in ascending order by default. If 2 items were created on the same date, those 2 are ordered by their item ID, again, ascending by default. To remove a criterion from the sort, click the delete button to the right of the criterion. If you do not want to save your settings and only want to apply them right now, click the Apply Without Saving link. The system returns you to the list and immediately sorts or filters the selected component. If you want to save your settings, follow these steps. In the Save As text box, type the name by which you want to save the filter or sort. The name must be different from any other filter or sort saved by you for this component. If you want the filter or sort to be used as the default for this component, select the Make this the default setting checkbox. If your active user role has the ability to create agency filters, the agency-wide setting checkbox is displayed. If you want the filter or sort to be available to other users, select the agency-wide setting checkbox. Then, either select the Apply to All Roles checkbox or specify one or more roles that will have access to the filter. Click the Save and Apply button. the system takes you back to the list and immediately sorts or filters the selected component.